Oh my. Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness, Jags fans, listen, Duval! I'm sorry. Oh gosh. This is amazing, right? Some of you have never seen me before, and that's totally fine. But I did have a feeling that this day would come eventually. I mean, did you guys think that you just bullied me off the internet? Did you think that for some reason you would not see this beautiful face again talking about your Jacksonville Jaguars? And last time I had anything to say about the Jacksonville Jaguars, it was the day after the Indianapolis Colts lost to them for the second time, securing the fact that the Jaguars swept us for the season. And you thought that everything I was saying was simply just sour grapes because the Colts lost. I had all these things to say about Jaguars fans, blah, 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 right? What you don't understand is that I don't hate teams. I don't hate players, right? I hate fan bases. That's what gets me the most, are fan bases. And if you need any evidence that it wasn't just me being sour over a loss, go ahead, check the last video I made. I mean, it was literally after the Texans knocked us out of the playoffs. I was so nice to the Texans fans. Do you know why? Because Texans fans are class. They were class personified. But you, the Jaguars fans, you're nerds. You're dorks. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hold it against you, right? I'm just letting you know in case you were not aware. And clearly, you guys aren't the most self-aware bunch that there is. I told you guys then, and I'm going to tell you again now. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, right? I'm trying to be your friend, and I was trying to give you some friendly advice. And here is why the Jaguars losing the AFC South is so funny, right? Because I know you guys are just like 2 months removed from being a dynasty that would rule the AFC South for years to come, right? I know that is what you guys thought. So I'm going to explain this one more time for those of you who hadn't seen this before. I'm going to explain it to you again. And for those of you who did see it, perhaps your ears will be a little more open now. Perhaps today you have the sense that God gave geese and you could say, oh, Justin, you were right. We were wrong. We're stupid. We're Jags fans, right? Here's what it is, all right? I knew the Jaguars were just like the other two teams that finished towards the end of the season in the AFC South. Ready for this? Pretty good. Pretty good. Here's the thing. The Jags are a good team with good players, right? Pretty good. Not great. Pretty good. Just like the rest of the division. But here's the difference. And here's the difference that makes it just hysterical for me to watch, right? Is that you guys, and I don't blame you, you've never seen anything that even remotely resembled any form of success in your entire life, so you wouldn't know success if it came flying through your door and slapped you in the face and pulled your pants down. You'd have no clue that success was right there in front of you, right? I understand. But the Texans and the Colts came into the season with no expectation whatsoever. I don't think the Colts are one of the top 5 teams in football, right? But you guys thought that you were one of the top 5 teams in football. You guys really thought that you were already there, and the nerve of some of you to say, oh, we had to deal with this with Peyton Manning all those years. You guys are comparing a 9-8 season to the Colts dynasty of the early 2000s. And listen, I'm not here to say that the Colts are like amazing. I'm not here to argue about the Colts credentials versus the Jags credentials. Quite frankly, you'll lose that argument, and it's totally fine. But what I'm trying to teach you is a lesson in self-awareness. You didn't realize what you were looking at, and you got caught. And it's totally fine because we're all here to watch it happen. And the truth always comes out if you give it enough time. Duval, let's go. We'll see you next season.